to artists, hip hop, black community, yeah, I'm always gonna represent that, but I also represent the world. When you hear about slavery for 400 years, that sounds like a choice. Like, you was there for 400 years and it's all of y'all? You know, like, it's like we're mentally in prison. I like the word prison because slavery goes to...
All right, so Barak YAHAWAH, Barak YAHAWASHI, Barak YAHAWAH, Barak YAHAWASHI, Barak YAHAWAH, Barak YAHAWASHI. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakah Qudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone. Shalom to all the Akim that are pushing out this truth and sincerity. All right, now what you just saw was the rapper Kanye West, all right, who basically said, he made a statement and said that the 400 years was by choice. All right, now Kanye is very influential. All right, you know, a lot of people are paying attention to his antics right now because of you know, he recently supporting Trump and stuff like that. You know, and he's just a puppet. You know, these celebrities, they're all puppets. All right, but you know, he made a statement that was completely false. All right, and you know, I'm gonna bring out some precepts to prove why that was false. All right, now slavery was definitely not by choice. Okay, that was punishment from the Most High. Okay, America is the whole purpose of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Really, selectively, you Negroes, you know, coming and serving slavery in America, all right, was for the sole purpose of punishment from the Most High. All right, now it's clearly written in Deuteronomy 28. All right, that's the main chapter in the Bible that deals with you so-called Negroes going into slavery. The Southern Kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi would use you Negroes like Slakia, Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians. All right, so when you read Deuteronomy 28:1, it lists all the things. It shall come to pass, I'll read it. It shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth. Now, you know, it proceeds to name all the blessings that will happen unto you if you obey the Lord. Now, if you read 15, it says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. All right? And then it lists all the curses, you know, that are going to happen unto you. Okay? Now, it's clear that America is punishment. You know, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know, ever since you've been in America, it's been hell. All right. Now let's read. Let's see. Let's go to. Verse 25, the Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and shalt be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth. That's right. So, you know, you were smitten before your enemies. Okay? You know, this is all the works of the Lord. Is why you're in the predicament you're in. Okay? The Lord is the one that basically is calling the shots. This was not by choice, you know. Because, you know, he said 400 years, you know, 400 years, like basically, you know, so to speak, like y'all couldn't pull yourself out of slavery within 400 years, you know, which, no, you couldn't. Because why? Because the Lord put you in this position, and he's going to have to be the one to take you out of it, you know, when he sees fit. And we're almost out of it. We're almost out of this captivity, you know. It says, let me see, verse 37, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. That's right. So all these other nations, you know, they're gonna basically be looking at you, you know, like, you know, you're gonna have nicknames like nigger, African American. You shall become an astonishment, because they always looking at you like, damn, y'all people are finished, you know, like you niggas is through, you know. And this is the curses, okay? The Lord put curses on us for disobedience. Verse 45, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. See? So the Lord put curses on you. He put curses on us as a people, you know. It says, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power. So we didn't, as a whole, Jake didn't listen to the voice of the Lord or keep his commandments, you know. Our forefathers went off. Jake had a pattern of basically, you know, going off, you know, worshiping other gods, worshiping idols of silver, you know, worshiping the golden calf, you know. So it was the Lord that put us in this predicament, you know. And it's clear as day, you know. And niggas can't pull themselves out of that hole. He talking about 400 years, you know. What he say? All them people, you know. Yeah, all them people. You can't. When you look at a map, all you gotta do is type in black demographic map in America. When you look at the population of the so-called blacks on a map, all right, you can see that the most densely populated areas of black people is in the southeast region of America. All right, so that's where you niggas got dropped off at. You got dropped off on the East Coast, and you really didn't get far. You know, you didn't get far at all. You're in the same area. You're in the same region that you've been in since the 1600s. You know, since slavery began. You know. Now, why is that? That's because of the Lord. Okay, the Lord basically, you know, put punishment on our people. You got a lot of people that you got a lot of Jakes, which is your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You got a lot of people that have never been outside of their city before, you know? Never been outside of their own city. So you people are cursed, man. You know? Now let's see. Alright, so that's it on that. Alright, let's get Exodus 1 and 14. Exodus 1 and 14. I'll start at 12. Actually, I'll start at 11. Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew, and they were grieved because of the children of Israel. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor, and they made their lives bitter with hard bondage, in mortar and in brick, and in all manner of service in the field. All their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor. That's right. So just like we built America up, it said they had taskmasters to afflict them with burdens. That's these job managers. That was our slave owners, in America. Same thing. Same exact thing. And it says, and they made their lives bitter with hard bondage, and in mortar and in brick and in all manner of service of the field. So are our lives not bitter? That word America means bitter. That's what the very word America means. And this place is bitter, man, and it's nothing but bitter and hell to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? America does not support you. Okay? America, this is a white man's world. All right? It was set up, this whole country of America was basically set up, to keep you down. It's a system. And that's why, that argument that this guy made was a fallacy. It's incorrect, because this system was designed to keep people down. Not only did the Lord put us in this position, but this whole system is designed to keep niggas on the bottom. There ain't no pulling yourself out of this position, because you already behind. That's like so-called white man basically putting you in a ditch. Just putting you in a ditch and just basically telling you to climb yourself out of the ditch, man. He put us in a big ditch. Ain't no climbing out of that. All right, let me see. Let's see if I have anything else. Hold on, Salakia. Let's see if there's anything else. That was pretty much it. The main point just being, you go into Deuteronomy. All right, the main point being that, slavery was not by choice. There's no way that Israel could pull themselves out of that situation,